I'm thirsty, so we're going to make a cocktail. Welcome to Happy Hour at Home, live from my kitchen here in SoCal. And we're going to make something that is not quite a classic. It actually comes to us from Town and Country Magazine, found it online because I was looking for fall cocktails, something that feels like fall. And this is not technically a sling, but its name comes and its basis is probably what inspired the Campfire Sling. So here we go. Here's what you need to make a campfire sling. This creation, as far as I know, comes to us from the Water Grill, which is a small chain of restaurants. There are several, I think there's like 4 or 5 here in SoCal. I've been to the one twice in the Gaslamp in San Diego, right down there by Petco Park, and in a great party area of San Diego, but for a different time. If I had been 21 again, you would find me there just about every weekend. But there are also water grills in Seattle, my hometown. I know there's one in Denver, and I believe there's one in Vegas. I did go looking for this cocktail on the menu from whence Town and Country says it came, could not find it. They do adjust the names, I know, of some of their cocktails depending on the city that they're in. But again, I couldn't find this one exactly, but it sounded good. It sounded like fall. So that's what we're going with. What you will need to make the campfire sling, which again, a sling comes to us from the late 19th century, like the late 1800s. A sling calls for a base spirit, citrus, a sweetener, and let me look, and that's it. However, this cocktail does not have citrus juice in it, and the sweetener is grade A maple syrup. This one from Trader Joe's, so you know I got a deal. And it is grade A. Amber color, rich taste. I think grade B might be a little bit richer if that's what you're going for. You also need, oh, that's the one thing I forgot. You need chocolate bitters. This one is from Fee Brothers. Let me see. Will it focus? Yes, it will. Fee Brothers. There we go. Aztec chocolate bitters, um, and a good old navel orange. I'm using this. I got this Smithville rye whiskey. You need rye whiskey. Okay. For this campfire sling. It is a rye whiskey based spirit. Smithville. Okay, I got that. I'd never heard of it before. I got it at a grocery outlet, Bargain Market. Love that place. And you know how they do it. You know how they roll. They put something out and they offer it for a steal. I want to say this was in maybe in the $20 range. And they're like, find it elsewhere for $40 or whatever it was. You know, I can't take anything at face value. So I got on the phone, started using the Google, and in fact, they did not lie. Everywhere else, it was like twice as much. So, highly recommend you get your spirits, maybe even some of your wine, your groceries at grocery outlet. This is not a commercial, not an ad, but I love them. I love shopping there. It's just like a treasure hunt. It's really fun. Trader Joe's, of course. Fee Brothers, probably going to find that, especially a chocolate bitters at a liquor store. You're gonna have to haul it to a liquor store. I know they know you there, and of course an orange. So you're gonna need a few tools, a spoon if you want to make it in the glass, a mixing spoon. I'm actually going to shake it up in a shaker because the reason why we shake is to either and make things cold or to incorporate the ingredients. And because we're using syrup and a spirit and some bitters, I just want to make sure everything is really, really well incorporated. The orange, and you need, where are they? Matches, okay? Because we're going to express the oils on the peel, but we're also going to burn it a little bit to give it that campfire smoky vibe, okay? You need a rocks glass like that. Oh, and you need a rock. That's what we need for shame. Where are they? I know they're in here somewhere. There we go. There we go. Okay, so made them special for just such an occasion as I'm having some whiskey. Okay, because I do like it a little cold. Here we go. Now I got to put everything back. Lord. Okay. So here we go. We need 2 ounces of rye. So that's what we're going to use. Ooh. 2 ounces of rye. Here we go. This is the small end of the jigger. Very helpful to have a jigger in your home bar. Inexpensive too. Most of these tools are super inexpensive, if I'm being completely honest. We need 4 dashes of bitters, chocolate bitters. I don't think I've ever used these before. Yep, smells like is it coming out? Kind of. I don't know. Maybe there's a little sweetener in there that caused it to stop up. I think we got what we need. And then we just need a 1/4 ounce of pure maple syrup. And that's exactly what we have. Is it pure? I don't know. It might have been sullied once or twice. Doesn't say pure, but that's what it is. Okay, a 1/4 of an ounce. What did I say? 1/4 of an ounce. Okay, I believe that's like down there. Okay, down there at the bottom. 1/4 of an ounce. Whoops. Okay, we'll put this to the side. We're gonna shake it up real good. And before we, because I don't want it to, I don't want the water from the ice. I don't want it to, I don't know, water it down too much. That's why you use a big block of ice. It will make it cold, and we will give it obviously a good stir once we got it in there. But first, we're going to attempt something we've never attempted before. We're going to take a nice big piece, a twist, if you will, of the orange peel. Try to do better. Do better. Not as much pith. That's the white stuff. I could scrape some of that off, I suppose. Do we care? I don't know. And we just want to carve it a little bit so it's pretty. Okay. Yeah, we'll just scrape some of that off. Not that we're going to eat it, but we're professionals here. We are professionals. And who knows, I might need to get a job in bartending, which I could do. I think I could do that. Yeah. Work announcement. My contract, it's been an amazing ride here in San Diego. My contract is ending at the end of December. So we are actively looking to make another step in our career. And yes, I did wash the orange. Okay, so we're going to just give this a little squeeze first of all. If you could see, if you had microscopic vision, you'd be able to see that. But here we go. First of all, we're gonna do this, right? How do we do this? We don't really know. Do we have a torch? No, we don't have a torch. Do we have a torch? We're not sure. Okay. So we're literally gonna hopefully kind of ooh, okay. I don't know. I hope that's enough. I don't know. Okay. So with that done, maybe we won't even put it in there yet and maybe we'll burn it some more because they had quite a flame going in the picture. Okay, so we're just gonna pour this over the ice, stir it up a bit. Okay. I really want that campfire vibe. It smells like a campfire in here, but I extinguished. Let's see. I just don't know. Oh, yeah, that's burning. That's burning it. I just want to make sure that the oils, you know, but who's going to complain? Not me. And I've never had one, so I wouldn't know. Okay, before we burn ourselves, let me stir this up. Okay, I have a bar spoon, telescopic bar spoon. Ooh, she's a mess. She's making a mess. What else is usual? So again, if you want to make the campfire sling, it's not truly, because it doesn't have any citrus juice in it. It says maple syrup, chocolate bitters, and some rye whiskey in there. And then you're going to want to scorch and express the oils from an orange peel. Okay, let's try it, shall we? Here we go. A campfire sling. I've seen some people actually, I have seen somebody else online make this, but he used a smoker, the kind that goes in the top of the glass. I've gotten that for my brother-in-law, and I think I got one from my brother too. Okay, let's see. Trying to get it all. The orange, the chocolate, which are two great flavors together, obviously. I do like rye whiskey. It does taste smokier. There's like a little bite to it. I like it. Not everyone does. And then the maple syrup for the sweetener. I mean, maybe they call it the campfire sling because this is The perfect drink to drink around the fire table if you're a city folk, or maybe a campfire if you're not. But cheers to you. 2 ounces of rye whiskey, your favorite rye whiskey. You need 3 to 4 dashes of chocolate bitters, a quarter ounce of maple syrup, and the expressed charred oils of an orange peel, orange twist, if you will. And voila, you've got a campfire sling. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week with another fall inspired cocktail on happy hour at home. Cheers. Cheers.